What is up, you guys? Wow. Okay, the Tigers have made a move. The Tigers that have Al Avila as their general manager. It's a shocking one, to say the least, in many different ways. Again, Tigers need a shortstop. Everybody was saying Correa, Hinch Correa love affair, Hinch Correa reunion, Hinch this, Hinch that, Correa this, Correa that, Correa to Comerica. It's not Correa, Javier Báez. Javier Báez has agreed to a contract with the Detroit Tigers. And that contract is for 6 years, and it will pay him out $140 million. Because this is what an article from Bleacher Report says. It says, quote, "The Detroit Tigers appear ready to make their move in the American League Central, with two-time All-Star Javier Baez reportedly agreeing to a deal with the club, per MLB Network's John Heyman." Oh God. Well, it goes on to say Baez will sign with the Tigers on a 6-year, $140 million contract. MLB Network's John Morosi first reported, there it is, Baez was, quote, close to signing with the Tigers. Goes on to say Detroit finished last season with a respectable 77-85. Same record as the Mets, by the way. 3 games behind the Cleveland Guardians. Woo. For second place in the AL Central. I cannot get over the Guardians. The Tigers made an early splash in free agency when they reportedly signed left-hander starter Eduardo Rodriguez to a 5-year, $77 million contract on November the 16th. Now, you know, this Javier Baez buzz started late last night, okay, with John Paul Morosi. Why they mentioned John Heyman, I don't know. I don't trust the guy. I didn't see a tweet from this guy all night, okay? I'm just going to be honest. Okay, but I saw a tweet for JP. This was at 1:51 a.m. Okay, this is the first tweet by JP. It says, source, Javier Baez is close to signing a multi-year deal with Tigers. Then about 10 minutes later, at 2:01 a.m., he tweets Javier Baez's deal with the Tigers, if completed, is expected to be for 6 years. So there was that tweet. Then he had Mark Feinstein come out with a little more detail on the reported deal. He said Javier Baez and the Tigers are nearing a deal, per source. It is expected to be a 6-year contract worth $140 million. And that's basically where we stand here today. Next, I want to go over some of Javier Baez's statistics, okay? First, I want to go over the traditional stats, then I will transition over to some of his more advanced stats. So last season, between the Cubs and the Mets, well, he played in 138 games. He had over 500 at-bats. He racked up over 130 hits. He walked 28 times. He had a .265 batting average, had 80 runs scored, cracked 31 long balls, also had 87 ribeyes to his credit, and also stole 18 bags to put the cherry on top with a 5.1 WAR. Now, of course, those are nice stats. They're good stats. However, look at more of the advanced stats. That's where, well, we get a little leery, okay? Because his advanced stats, honestly, are not that favorable to him, especially when he has to play 81 games at Comerica Park. Take a look here. I mean, his K rate, 3rd percentile. His base on balls percentage in the 6th percentile. When it comes to home runs, you know, some may think, you know, he's a dead pull hitter, but he has a pretty nice spray chart, about 10 home runs the other way. So that's interesting, considering, you know, you would think Baez would be a dead pull hitter, but he's not. But again, like I said in my Baez video, he's not going to have the basket like he did in Chicago. He's not going to have the win like he did in Chicago. Again, he gets under the ball, it could land, and most likely in an outfielder's mitt, and that could, you know, deflate the confidence probably. And that's what you have to be leery of if you're Detroit. But I will say, I think for the Tigers, it was a steal. It is a great deal. Both when it comes to years and the amount of money they're going to dish out. It didn't go $200 million, which I was frankly shocked when I saw the amount. I mean, $140 million. When you're having Correa going $300 million, you had Seager go $326 million or $25 million, whatever it was. You know, you're expecting this guy to exceed at least $200 million, and they got him for under $200 million, and that is a great, you know, steal in my opinion. 6 years, I think, is a great amount when it comes to the length of the contract. Ideally, you didn't want to exceed 5, but who cares? It's 6 years. Okay, there's no opt-outs. It doesn't seem like there's no club options. There's no player options. There's probably a no trade clause in there, I would assume, hopefully. The guy's 28. He's entering his prime. He can always play second base if need be, if you're in the 5th and 6th year of the contract. So that is how I see this contract playing out in the long run for the Tigers and Baez, and how I see Javier Baez playing out his time here in Detroit. So that's all I got for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. And as always, I will catch you guys